Hello everyone, it's Michael from Replica Airguns with my Gletcher P08, basically a Luger copy. I've done a few of these Luger replicas reviews in the past. We've got some from Umarex, KWC, so check those links out. I'll try and remember to put some in this video. But I've done definitely a few different ones. We have the Umarex Legends version of this, which is basically just an all-metal one. Umarex also came out with basically a KWC copy, which is pretty much just like the KWC one, but branded by Umarex. So check out those links. This is the Gletcher version. It has a stick mag. Again, check out the tabletop review for this one. So it's a little bit different. It does have blowback, toggle action. So very cool. So we're going to shoot, basically we're going to shoot 5 rounds through the chronograph. Then we're going to head back 30 feet and see how well this gun performs on paper targets, 10 rounds. Alright, so let's do the chronograph portion and see what kind of feet per second performance we get. Brand new CO2. And oh, I think we had it right there. Okay, the trigger's a little harder than I thought it would be, but we'll see what happens here. 380.5. Error. We'll just okay, 374.3. 370.3. One more. Okay, so we got some good readings there. Right around up to 370. That's not too bad at all for a blowback pistol. Again, Luger design, toggle action, very interesting design. And around 370 feet per second, not bad at all for blowback. There's a little bit of blowback action. You do feel it, but it's not crazy amount of recoil because the toggle isn't super heavy, but you do feel it. All right, let's head back 30 feet and see how well this gun performs on paper targets before I start coughing. I've got my Gletcher P08 here. We're 30 feet back, semi-rested position. Got a sandbag in the front, just freestanding in the back. Got my 3 cameras going, so lots of angles for you to view from. And we're going to put 10 rounds in this paper target. And we're going to be shooting, it's a single action only gun. Now with this gun, I did notice when the BBs are in it, you do feel the BBs kind of going from the magazine into the chamber. They kind of, there's basically a little piece that moves forward, pushes that BB in while you're pulling the trigger back. So even though it's single action, it almost has like a double action beginning feel. So you're not just feeling the release of the hammer, you're actually feeling the chambering of a round. So a little bit different, but it does have blowback action, which does pre-cock the internal hammer here. It's got like a little internal hammer on these Lugers. And let's see, maybe you'd call it a striker. I'm not sure exactly how these guys are made. And my dog's barking. He's kind of wondering what I'm doing over here. All right, let's do this. See, that happened fast. That chambering of the BB sometimes is really smooth and sometimes is really rough. That's it. Okay, so no lock back of the slide, just the way that this gun is designed. Let's take a quick look and see what kind of accuracy we got. It actually didn't look too bad though. Even though I was having a fair bit of difficulty with the release or with the loading of the BBs, they seem to, sometimes they would load into the chamber really smoothly and sometimes it was kind of gritty and required a lot more pull from the finger, basically a heavier trigger pull on that first little bit of action. But you know, well centered, both vertically, horizontally, really nice. I did get a couple outliers over here, but if I hadn't gotten these 2 outliers, you know, this here is about just over an inch group with a couple that came out, made this one maybe 1.5 inches, and then these ones made it about 2. But really, very respectable shooting for a BB pistol, blowback BB pistol. And again, nice toggle blowback action. Just a little bit rough, that trigger pull at the beginning. Now you wouldn't notice that rough trigger pull if you're shooting quickly because you're just going to be kind of yanking the trigger. But when you're trying to shoot accurately and slow it down and just get that really nice and smooth trigger pull, you will notice those BBs being loaded into the little chamber there before you actually release the hammer. Alright, thanks for watching another Replica Airguns video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Username is Replica Airguns. Don't forget to check out my tabletop review for this pistol. Also come on down to ReplicaAirguns.com where we have our Canada and US online replica airgun stores. Until next time, Take care.